When you read the ancient Hindu epics, they talk about horrific weapons, missiles, and atomic weapons, massive laser weapons that are melting and devastating entire cities.
I refuse to think that our ancestors came up with these stories out of thin air. When writing was first invented, they wrote down their history. The first things that were ever written down were actual events.
How is it that some of the earliest written accounts of warfare describe sophisticated weaponry that humans wouldn't develop for thousands of years? For the answer, ancient astronaut theorists point to numerous descriptions of deadly weapons found throughout the Mahabharata. Many strikingly similar to those used by the military today. One example are the incendiary weapons wielded by Vishnu, which are specially equipped to find their targets.
Vishnu has a flying guided missile to the Narayana, and once it is launched, it will destroy everything that is moving. So, according to the description, it is a motion detecting weapon, which is pretty much like our modern weaponry. There is also a weapon that is heat-seeking.
Heat-seeking is a very effective way of finding something. You would fire a missile from behind one aircraft at an aircraft in front of you, specifically targeted against the hot engine. And then you were able to move off from behind the airplane, and the heat seeker would still be able to find the target.
I am aware that there are forces of nature. You've got thunder, lightning, earthquakes, but how would you go from witnessing that to a description of heat-seeking missiles?
In addition to guided missiles, the Mahabharata is filled with accounts of other sophisticated weapons wielded by the gods.
In the Mahabharata, 46 different types of weapons are described, and each one has a specific function. So Pasupata is a weapon that actually multiplies into 7 different arrows. So then it hits 7 different targets at the same time. Salva is an anti-god. He can make his vehicle disappear. So we're talking about a flying object that is stealth. He also can put people into sleep. So we're perhaps talking about nerve gas.
They talk about weapons that are so high-tech that could only be from extraterrestrials.
But of all the weapons described in the Mahabharata, perhaps the most deadly was a device called the Brahmastra, a weapon that the text warned was never to be used.
Brahma Astra is described as the ultimate weapon, and once it is launched, it will simply burn everything, so it incinerates the entire universe. We're talking about a nuclear blast, 100-fold magnitude of the bomb that we have seen or experienced in our own times. Should never be used. And yet, someone was going to make use of that Brahma Astra. So that's the dilemma that the book talks about in the Mahabharata. India now has a rocket program, and one of their rockets is called Shakti. Shakti means goddess energy. This is also another divine weapon. Indians are now sort of going back to their text, or rather mythology, and reliving it by their modern technology.
Is it possible that alien beings visiting the Earth thousands of years